Okay, good evening, guys. So I get a lot of questions about what it is that I use on my skin, and right now I'm in the process of trying some new things. One of the things that I've always done is I've used a cream cleanser most of the time at night to take off my makeup, and I've recently embraced this oil cleanser kind of a thing. So there's a lot of these out right now, and one that I'm really interested in is a local company. Actually, it's out in Marin. It's called True Botanicals, and it is this ginger turmeric cleansing balm. And what's different about this is it literally kind of looks like a balm, an oily kind of thick product. It works really great. It left my skin feeling clean. For sure, all the makeup is off, but nice and soft and supple too. So I just wanted to mention that. I kind of thought about doing this video as I was washing my face. So here we are. Right now, I'm going through an evolution in what I've been using for skincare for 2 years or so. I've used a French brand called Valmont. And I know it's been an amazing product line for my skin, especially all through my 40s and into my early 50s. Now what I'm looking for is something that has a little bit more of a cosmeceutical kind of bent to it, because I want to, really get in there with the anti-aging. There is one really simple thing that we could all be doing for our skin, especially as we're getting older. Our skin is getting more dehydrated, just depending on what it is that we're doing. Most of us aren't drinking enough water. We're not necessarily getting the best nutrition all the time. So this helps, at least from the outside, to put some moisture and trap it in the skin. So hyaluronic acids are really popular and a little bit misleading because it's not necessarily an acid, but what its job is that it attracts moisture to your surface of your skin and binds it there. Right now I'm using one that's this Lemieux brand. And I got turned on to this from my neighbor, who's now one of my really good friends. Her name is Wendy. She's an esthetician, and she's exposed me to some new products, so that's what I've been reviewing, and I've actually been using for about 3 months now. So after I cleanse my face, I'm gonna just put a few drops of this, like 2. Stuff goes a really long way. We're gonna put a little bit of that on the skin. What you want to be sure to do, what you want to be sure to do when you're using a hyaluronic is you need to add a little bit of water or moisture before you put it on the skin, which I forgot to do. So this is always on top of clean skin, and we're just going to massage it in. I go everywhere with this, on my eyelids and everything. Definitely, ladies, get in there with the neck. We need to be sure we are taking care of that too. And then any of this that I have left over, I usually just put onto my décolleté. It's kind of the wrong shirt to do this, but you get the idea. And then the next step for me right now is I'm using also this collagen peptide serum by Lemieux. So this is something I just started using in the last week or 2. Again, I did 2 little pumps, warm it up a little bit, and then we're gonna do this kind of press, and then just put it on the surface of the skin. I'm doing this rather quickly. Usually I do a couple layers like this, and then I floss my teeth, and then I'll do another layer, brush my teeth. So I'm not going to be doing it quite in that order. The next step for me is some kind of a beautifying oil. These are little tiny sample bottles, and I'm trying this line that I see advertised all over the place on Instagram, and it's called St. Jane Beauty. So this is their vitamin C drops. You want to use anything with vitamin C at night. Very sensitive to the sun, so don't break it down, and it's powered down. So that oil goes right on top, and definitely I'm going to be pressing this in to the skin, and this on the neck, but I'm still working on the neck. And then always, last thing I do is get whatever I might have excess off my palms and onto these hands, because they are definitely needing a little love. All right, and after that's rested, at this point I usually apply some of my eye cream, and I'm still using this Valmont line, and this is called their contour cream. I've used this for so many years, and this is my nighttime eye cream ritual here. And it's really good to be gentle with the skin. These middle fingers are a little bit gentler at applying things. I wear contact lenses too, so I'm already stretching and pulling on my eyes a couple times a week, putting in and removing contacts. And then the last layer is going to be what you would consider your night cream. So this one is the Nimni cream, and this is by a company. This one is Hydropeptide, and it's basically a retinol vitamin C amino acid blend. It has a lot of collagen in it. It's really cool because it has this little top. So when you press it, just the right amount comes through, which it's a lot. Actually, I might use half of that normally. And again, I'm just kind of pressing versus doing a lot of rubbing all these layers, because I have multiple layers on, not just one layer. This is a really nice consistency. Gotta be careful with the retinols. You want to, it's just a little bit of retinol in this product. But when I first started using it, I did it for like 2 or 3 nights in a row, and then I took a break just to see how my skin would do. And you know, for some people, if there's any level of retinol, their skins might get a little bit red, but mine did fine. I'm in a phase now, it's the end of summer, so I want to kind of like really try to erase some of the sun exposure that I've had. Trying to be better about wearing a hat, but it still is like my hardest thing to do. I just love the sun. So it's the end of the summer season, and when I go into fall and winter, I get really heavily into doing some more corrective stuff for my skin. So this is one of them, and I'm really enjoying that product line. So there'll be some more information in the show notes, and if you're interested in downloading my printable version of the products that I've been trying, my reviews, and where to find them, look in the show notes below. Have a great night.